A few weeks ago, TikToker Jasmine Alexandria 00 made a very controversial video about single moms in dating. And of course, she is a single mom. And she is quite irritated that so many guys are asking her out on a date. And according to her, there are certain stipulations that you need to meet in order to ask her on a date. I won't waste your time, so let's see what she had to say.
So I want to talk about something that's been really annoying me lately. This is going to be It's About Men, but single mom version. So something that's been getting under my skin is men not understanding what it means to be a single mom. So as a single mom, a single working mom, I have my plate full to the maximum, right? I don't have free time. The time that I do have free, I just want to relax. So one, I get it. I'm single. Yes. Do I want to date? Sure. If I meet the right person, right? But if you invite me out for a dinner, or drinks, especially during the weeknight, come on. You know I have things to do. I'm sure you have things to do the next day. I have a child to take care of. I can't just go out late at night just whenever, right? So you have to take that into consideration. So if you're really going to invite me out, one, make it worth my time. And what do I mean by make it worth my time? Just don't invite me out to dinner and drinks. Get creative. Invite me out for an activity. Do something different. Do something that's going to be worth my time and effort. I am taking time out of my evening to meet with you, to go and enjoy your company, to see how things work, if we're compatible. I'm making an effort, so I expect you to make an effort. So don't just assume that I'm going to be able to drop off my child somewhere, because most likely I'm not. So unless you're offering to pay for the babysitter, I'm not going on that date. Also, offer to pay for the babysitter. That's going to make me more receptive to want to go and spend my time with you. And another thing, do not just assume that you can invite me and my daughter out. No, I do not introduce my daughter to guys. That's a no-no. So there's that. And also, don't just assume that you're going to invite me out for drinks and I'm going to show up. What makes you think that I'm going to put my safety in jeopardy by drinking and driving? So unless you're going to offer to pick me up and drop me off or Uber me there and back, it's a no on the drinks during the week. So moral of the story is, come on guys, if she's a single mom, she already has a lot on her plate. So don't add to her plate. Don't make her life more stressful. Don't make her plan out the date that you want to take her on. That's not going to happen. So all I'm going to say is, do better. And to everyone asking me out on freaking dates lately, literally, if the shoe fits, then it fits, okay? That's all I gotta say.
Now, in response to that, another TikToker who is a male or a man by the name of Thoughtcast Official clapped back with this epic response.
Men don't need to understand what it's like to be a single mom because men don't need to empathize with your decisions that you made in your life. The truth is, nobody has to understand you. It's your job to communicate to people what your lifestyle is. And if they understand you, great. If they don't, that's just what it is. I am tired of people feeling like you need to understand me. You sound like a 15-year-old arguing with your parents. What I respectfully do understand is that you liked a guy at some point. Maybe he wasn't a good fit for you, but you still liked him anyway because you led with your emotions rather than logic. You got intimate with him and you didn't use protection, which is a choice, by the way. And it's also a choice to use 40 types of contraception, him pulling out, so on and so forth. But you kept the baby. And now you respectfully have to deal with the consequences of your actions. Men don't need to understand this. And I do think that everyone should take everyone on creative dates. But one thing that's realistic is that those guys are going to go for the girl that does not have kids, that's going to stay a little bit later, that has a more free schedule, and that's going to settle for the dinner and drinks, rather than you that's putting the bar up higher when you're dealing with consequences of your actions.
Now, guys, who do you agree with? Let me just say, number one, I am not against single moms as far as what they want or what they're trying to do. It doesn't make me a hill of bean, okay? But the guy is absolutely correct in my assessment. You had a child by a man and you had the opportunity to not be a single mom. So you're not with the guy. So what you're saying is because, you have things to do and you're very busy, be willing to compensate you for your time. When it appears that the guy that you had the baby with didn't compensate you for your time. I mean, that's what it seems like. And she was also saying some things toward the end of the video Like, don't ask me to bring me and my daughter out with you. And I was just thinking the whole time, what kind of guy who has anything to lose puts himself in such a situation? And then it dawned on me, these are the guys she's unsure about, the guys that she doesn't like. Because if it's a guy that she's really attracted to, a guy that she really is head over heels for, she'll find the babysitter herself. So the reality is, if you want to take her out, number one, if she has to pay for the babysitter, more than likely she's in the middle about you. She's lukewarm about you, okay? And you're gonna do that. You're gonna take her out. You're gonna be trying to impress her with her life, with your life, what she can do for you next. And then, as we know, there's the guy that can come over whenever he wants, doesn't have to pay anything, and is probably gonna go ahead and hit that for free, all right? And I can tell you a story that happened to me. I was trying to talk to this girl about like 15 years ago. I was, driving over there, and one day I was delivering some food. I never got into it or nothing like that. Never got to her in that way, right? But delivering some food, some dude answered the door. She kissed the dude right in the mouth in front of me. The dude took the burgers. I came in, she introduced me as her friend, and that was that. That was me, though, trying to prove myself that I was a nice guy. I was a possible good mate. I was a possible good person for her son or whatever else, right? Now she gets to watch me on YouTube, liking all my videos, and I'm rich. Right? It's just how it works. And the reality of it is that if she feels that way, here's my solution to guys. Stop asking ladies like her on a date. And again, I'm not saying that all single moms think like her, but the reality is that you have to ask yourself a question. What am I going to get for my investment? Right? I was doing a podcast with this brother by the name of Agaba, and Brother Agaba says the men date women for primarily two reasons. One is for entertainment. Two is for investment. All right? That's the second thing. So what is your return on investment? If you're going to do this, okay, I'm getting you out of your house for your time. You already have a child. What are you going to be doing? It seems like it's nothing. And women that talk like this say, I'm tired of these guys messaging me. These probably guys are low quality guys anyway, which is why you're tired of that. If these were high quality guys, you would never get on there and say that. You just want to weed out guys who you're uninterested in. The reality is that a guy that has something to lose, he's not even going to give you the time of day talking like that. It doesn't even make sense. And this is why I tell guys to stop going back and forth with ladies on the internet, because once you get to where you're going, you're not going to be talking to them anyway. So it doesn't really matter what they have to say. Just to improve your life, and they can't even come anywhere near you anyway. That's how it works. So it doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter at all. So again, I would tell guys that, most likely, if you were to think that most single moms talk like that or think like that, which I don't think they do, not all of them, but the safe way to do it is, okay, let me deal with women that I feel are at the same level as me. So if you don't have kids, don't date somebody that doesn't have kids, right? That way, you know that she has more time. You don't have to pay for somebody to babysit her kid. The kid is not your responsibility. And if she thinks that some man is going to be able to do that when there are women that don't have kids, it just doesn't make a lot of sense. But again, this is 2023, where many things in the world just don't make sense. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.